This is probably the most important lesson in this whole course, and so I'm very excited about it. But I hope you've paid attention to all the other lessons, and you still do, because without all of the pieces, then it's not going to work for you, and you're going to get frustrated. And we're going to be talking in the next lesson, give you a little preview about how to gain more followers. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now what to do with those followers so that you can go ahead and get at this. Okay, what we're going to be learning about is how to start a lot of conversations every single day to really, really fill your funnel. So you have those, I call them burner scripts, greeting scripts, invites already in your A note and your Evernote. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to, first of all, you're going to download the app called Crowdfire. So what it looks like, you're going to download that. So put this on pause and go download Crowdfire. Okay, and so what's going to always pop up first is non-followers. It's like, oh, thanks for reminding me that. But then you're going to go to the little hashes and you're going to always look for recent followers. And it's going to take a while. Oh, sometimes it takes a while. These loaded right away. It says 10 seconds ago. So this is what we're going to do. Once you are in Crowdfire, we are going to be sending something out to everybody that started following us. Well, not everybody. So you're going to click on their profile. You're not going to click over to the other side because then it's going to say blacklist. If you push plus, that means you're going to follow them, but we don't want to follow or unfollow somebody unless we know who they are. So I'm going to click on their name, on their face, and if it says users protected, that just means somebody that has a private site is following you, which is fine. Those are the ones that might respond to an ad that you put up. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to click on her face, and then I'm going to click on one of her pictures, and I'm going to click on her name. So let me take you through that again. I clicked on her, like, circle with her face. Then I clicked on one of her pictures, because now it's taking me from Crowdfire to Instagram. And then now I'm going to click on her Instagram name, and I'm going to look at her profile. Now it says she works at home. So that is kind of like a warning sign, because it's probably network marketing. So it works. So I am following her. So I'm going to unfollow her. All right, that was quick. Don't worry about it. Go to the next person. Protected. Next person. Okay, she speaks a different language, but you just do it quick. That's Callie. That looks like something different. Lottie Lemon. Let's try this. Okay, so I'm gonna search through what she's got. I mean, ideally you want people that are really a lot like you, that you just feel like, okay, I get, because then you're gonna know exactly how to talk to them. Let's see, I look for shakes and stuff. So it looks like she does do she's doing Weight Watchers, so I kind of want to get an idea of what she's doing. If she's doing Arbonne or something like that, or she sells Arbonne or Plexus, then I'm not going to mess with it. Okay, but I know that she does care about her health and wellness. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the ... at the top, and I'm going to do send message. And if I have sent her a message before, and I just somehow didn't know, it will show here. So you're not going to mess up that way. And I'm going to go to A note, and so this is in, let me show you. This is in my scripts folder, and IG new follower, and I'm going to just copy this, and I'm going to go back, and I'm just double clicking on my phone at the bottom. And first I want to see if she says what her name is. I don't know that her name is Kissy, so I'm not going to say Kissy. And I don't have anything particular that I relate specifically to that I'm going to say, so I'm not going to add anything else. So it just has that I just wanted to say, hey, saw that you friended or followed me. I wanted to say thanks, love being in community. Do you have any fitness goals? And I'm going to send it. Now, I'm not going to get into this part now, but I do track it over in my Gmail. And so I will, because I want to see what my return is. So I will do I'll do miss_Kissy for 59. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna put it in Instagram too. And so the reason is that I can see how many people are gonna be moving down the pipeline. I don't put them in Teamsy unless they write back to me, because I want to be quick with this. And if there's no relationship that's going to be built, it's not worth my time in Teamsy. But for tracking, I think it's worth doing it this way. But what you could do is you could literally write down, have a paper that you don't lose, and you could write down hashtags. Have a hashtag like message sent, and then someone responded, and you could just write hashtags. So I do want you to track, because you need to know how many messages you're sending and what your returns are. So if you're sending 20 messages a day, and you're getting, let's say you're sending 20 messages a day and you're getting 10 people to respond, then that means you're doing really well. Your message is good. That first message is good, and that means your feed is good and people want to talk. If you're sending 20 and you're not getting enough, if you're not getting like 5 to 10, I would say, a quarter to a half of the people just saying hi or thanks back, then I think you need to work on your profile picture, the quality of the pictures in your feed, or your greeting message. And so any of those things you can ask your coach, the group, for feedback on. So that just give you some numbers. I think you should be getting, out of every 20 messages you send, I think you should be getting 5 to 10 people responding back in some way, like positively. So then also another thing you're going to track is how many people you are inviting out of those people, because it's really about the invite. So let's say send it to 20, 10 responded. Your goal is to invite 10. You want to up your numbers, because I mean, the inviting is kind of a indicator how many you invite of both your priorities, how well you're spending your time, and that your conversations are going the right way. And then of course the last thing that you would track is their response. And I'm going to make up a graphic for you and put it in that you can print out, and I'll put that in the files if that's helpful to anybody. So let's go and let's just keep going so I can show you kind of how fast this can be, even though I'm going to be talking. So let's go to the next person. Okay, they are Spanish, it looks like. Tour guide, take you through Disney World. Cool. So she does that's her kind of niche, is her business. So she might be a good coach, like she might need help. Her name's Katie Jo. So I'm gonna push send message, Katie, and then I still have it. I gotta make sure you wanna make sure that you have the right thing pasted still. And so I do, so I'm gonna push send. And then the way I'm tracking, and I'll show you all how to do this streak, but it's not what you need to be spending your time on, I don't think, until you really start committing to doing this system and getting the numbers. You can print out and you can just track that way for now. So that's kind of what I do, is I just alternate between saying, thanks for liking my stuff, or thank you for following me, and do you have any goals you're working on? And then for people, I'm like, okay, they're already doing this. There's something about them that I think would make they're just ready. Then I'll say, hey girl, we just need to talk because you would be so good at this. And I just message them that, and I make it personal, and I really mean it. So that's basically it. So that's what I want you to start doing, is I want you to go through. You've got to do it every day, because it will be weird if you talk about somebody liking a picture that they liked like yesterday or 2 days. Yesterday's not as weird, but 2 days ago, 3 days. Really, you want it to be as fresh as it can be. So I suggest it's be your main power hour, and we're going to be talking about the priorities with that. But go ahead and start this, and it's also going to give you a really good wake-up call to, if you have enough new people following you, enough engagement on your posts, and what type of people are choosing to follow you and engage, because you'll realize if it's who you're targeting and how much you really need to grow your feed. Because let's say you want to send out like 50 of these a day, like you really need to grow your business, you don't have a team yet to lead, like that's where your time needs to be. It's prospecting like this, but you don't have 50 new likes and people following you each day. That needs to be your main priority. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that in these next lessons. But go ahead right now, use the scripts. You should have already saved them, already modified them, and just go to it. And don't do one and then write back and do one and write back. Just set a number that you want to do, and then get those all out, and then you will respond.